Hi, everybody. It's Bill. We were just talking on a thread on the group about Dasher, and I thought I would make a quick video kind of showing what it is. Some of you may not know Dasher. It's kind of old technology. It may be something that you've never seen. It is something that is unique, distinct in the AT space, and something that if you've only seen it once or you've never had it explained, it looks daunting. It looks nauseating a little bit. My wife hates watching me use it. In fact, a lot of people hate watching other people use it. Whereas I find that if I'm using it, it doesn't bother me at all. It's kind of like driving. If you're the driver, you don't get as car sick. But I thought I'd go ahead and show it. A lot of you probably haven't seen it in place. So I set up a couple things. I set up my overhead camera to record what I'm doing. So there's my mouse right here, right above my head right here. So you can see how much you have to move to use this. And then over on the right, you'll see the Dasher interface. So there's several different forms of the Dasher interface. They've got Dasher Direct Entry, which opens up over on the side and then pastes stuff into whatever you're editing. They have one for conversation, which is more about, that opened up full screen, but here, it's more about getting text into the text-to-speech engine of your computer. And then there's one for speeches and for editing. These are for if you're giving a prepared speech and you want to like walk through things, it lets you do that. So I'm opening like the basic interface for Dasher, and you'll see that as I move my mouse around, that little wheel, wheel is moving and pointing. So the way Dasher works is you basically fly through the word space. It looks at the most common words, and particularly it looks for the most common next word given a corpus of text that it has. So if I wanted to say something really simple like hello Christopher, that might take me a while to type, but it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to start, click here to get this moving, and you'll see that the screen starts sliding to the right. So if you look right here, I'll pause so we can stop. So I just moved into the H and the E blocks, and I can already see right up here that the word hello is right here, right? So I will aim towards this white space with my mouse while it's still moving. By the way, the farther I move to the right, the faster it goes. And if I move to the left, it'll actually back up and let me undo things, okay? So I'm going to put it pretty close to the center here, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to move towards that white space.
Hello.
And it says hello. And so you see C-H-R-I-S. If you look right here, C-H-R-I-S-T, or a space, I can just do Chris. It's already queuing that up as the next things it's going to show me, okay? So I look forward, I see C-H-R, there's Chris. Hello, Chris, comma.
Chris.
Okay? I'm going to say, hello, Chris. This is what Dasher looks like, okay? And I'm going to go kind of at my natural speed, okay? So I can already see TH, and I see the. I don't want the, I want this. So I'm going to move underneath this, and it's going to show me the letters below E. But let me just go ahead and try that. So TH, hello, TH, not THE, TH. There's this.
Is. What? Dasher. Looks. Like.
So you say, hello, Chris, this is what Dasher looks like. Now you've got lots of options here. One of the good options here is to not have it speak every word, to have it only speak when you stop. I didn't have that on when we started because I wanted to be able to pause it and show you what I was looking at next. But I'm going to go ahead and set that, clear this, and just to take a line from from Chris's recent travels in the hospital will say something along the lines of, "You're not listening to me. I want to speak to your supervisor." Okay. So let me take a look here. So you are not listening to me. I want to speak.
You are not listening to me. I want to speak.
Yeah. So while I'm doing this recording, it is pausing. It is pausing the thing. Ugh. Well, I think I'm going to turn off these other cameras because I think it's having trouble. It's getting overloaded with this. So let's just turn those off and see if I can get it to get back up to speed here. So the delay here was due to the encoding software. There's a warning said high CPU load. So let's try this again. To your supervisor, okay? To your supervisor.
You are not listening to me. I want to speak to your supervisor.
Okay, so that's kind of how that works. I'm sorry I had to pause it with the cameras not keeping up. Let me go ahead and show you kind of the next step on this. So you don't have to see my face for this. I'll just turn on the overhead. All right, so let me see if I can change this. All right, so what I wanted to show you here is that I actually cobbled together a Wii Nunchuck, okay? And it actually, you can't see the mouse yet, so. All right, so if you watch my fingers on the left, you'll see that the mouse on the right is moving. So this is acting just like a mouse, okay? So I can use this, I'll just say hello, right? So I move this up and to the right. I gotta start it, I gotta hit the button. So Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so that's making very small motions with this mouse being moved by the Wii Nunchuck. So that works, right? It's very cool. The way that works is it's got basically the nunchuck going into a little adapter that you can buy from Adafruit, and that goes into a blue fruit feather, all of which Chris, among all people here, can actually make work better than most of us. And then it just shows up as a mouse, which controls Dasher. Dasher has other options here, and I do think it's the overhead camera that is making things go so slow. But there are lots of other options in Dasher. So, for example, instead of doing normal mode, you could do direct mode. You could do compass mode, where the arrow keys move you around. One button dynamic mode. Stylus control, 2-button dynamic mode. So all of these are different ways to control the Dasher interface, and it does give you a much faster way to get input than a keyboard once you get used to it, right? So it is a thought. It is something that I hope you take a look at. And this isn't the best video I've ever made, but I thought I would share it. So I hope this helps. Chris, good luck, and I hope you do find a solution that works for you.